안녕하세요. 多了. Welcome back to 注意找杯. Today we're going to look at Hmong numbers, both some basics and some advanced tips. Don't be fooled that numbers are boring or useless because we literally use them all the time, all through the day, in our conversation, everything we do, everywhere we go. So let's give them some due attention. And not only that, today we're going to step into a language learning tip that is going to help us to improve our memory and our concentration when learning a new language. Intriguing, huh? On my website, I have put together a couple of clips of some resources from books that other people have already put together on the subject of numbers. One of these is Annie Jasser's Hmong for Beginners. She's very thorough in what she does, and she gives a breakdown of the numbers all in order. And not only that, she covers a very interesting phenomenon, which we'll cover a little bit, called tone changes. And you can see a better definition of that, an explanation as to how that works, specifically with numbers, but we'll touch on it a little bit in this lesson. And not only that, we have another one from Jae Hyung. He has a really nice compilation, very comprehensive and detailed for every number. It's quite good. And here you can see a sample from the worksheet that I made for this lesson. Consider it maybe a cheat sheet, covers the basics. First, we'll do 1 through 10. Follow me. E, E, A, A. These are high notes. Bay, Bay, Blau, Blau, G, G. Very good. All 5 of these, the first 5, have high tones. E, A, Bay, Blau, G. It's really hard for us to stay up there, but you gotta do it. Moving on. Zhao, Zhao, Xia, Xia, Yi, Yi. Jua, Jua. Go, Go. All right, very good. Next we have, for English, the teens, right? These are a little easier. In Hmong, it's just going to be the word for 10 plus the ones, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So 11, Gao I, Gao I, Gao I, Gao A, Gao A, Gao Bei, Gao Bei, Gao Blau, Gao Blau, Gao Ji, Gao Ji, Gao Zhao, Gao Zhao, Gao Xia, Gao Xia, Gao Yi, Gao Yi, Gao Yi, Gao Jua, Gao Jua. Good. And then this one's kind of out in left field. Neng Gao. 20. Neng Gao. Now what we have here in the third column is first the ones and then the tens. That'll indicate that it's 30, 40, 50, this kind of thing. So starting with 30, and we'll set the pattern, notice that there's going to be a tone change in here. It starts off with Bei Jiu, Bei Jiu, Blau Jiu, Blau Jiu, Ji Jiu, Ji Jiu. Good. Then Zhao Jiao, Zhao Jiao, Xia Jiao, Xia Jiao, Yi Jiao, Yi Jiao, Zhua Jiao, Zhua Jiao. Very good. And then The hundreds are quite easy. We'll have the ones plus the hundreds. Notice the tone change here on these two. The ones that have been changed are in italics on the worksheet. So, 一波, 一波, 二波, 二波, 杯波, 杯波, blauw波, blauw波, 鸡波, 鸡波, 招波, 招波, 虾波, 虾波, 乙波, 乙波, 脚波, 脚波. Very good. Yay! Now they also have for 1,000, 一千, 一千, and then 10,000, 一万, 一万, and then 1,000,000, 一plot, 一plot, or 一lakh, 一lakh. Honestly, some of these bigger ones are subject to change or other interpretations that I don't have, and that's okay because they seem to be borrowed from other languages. Learning Thai and being exposed to Laotian over here, it seems like they have borrowed some of the bigger numbers from these languages, which would also include 0, su, su. And honestly, there's probably other things that are just as accurate or more commonly used in your area. These are what I have found at this point. It doesn't make them absolute, so go ahead and use the numbers that you've been told in your area if you find that it's more appropriate and that that's what is understood there. Okay, so we said the numbers, we practiced them one time on the video. How do I actually get these in my brain so that I can use them and hear them individually and out of order and really understand them when I hear them? Well, it'll take some repetition. How do we do that? Bingo! There's a link to some free bingo cards, and I've attached them underneath this lesson on the website. So go ahead and print these out, and I've also made a track of audio from 1 to 100 of these numbers. So what you do is you download that track of audio, shuffle them on your CD player or whatever you use, maybe your computer, and then whatever number comes out, you can play bingo. You can mark it on your little card, or if you don't want to use the bingo cards, use the audio track and just write it separately on a piece of paper and practice your numbers that way, completely out of order, and it's really good exercise for your brain. And I tried to make this something that an individual by yourself can learn and study and practice with, or heck, if you want to have a group of people over, play it with a group of people. It'll be just as fun. So, how about that learning tip that's supposed to make me smarter and make it easier for me to learn a new language? Exercise! Ta-da! What about exercise? Exercise is the only thing that can help you make new brain cells. What an amazing thing that is for learning language. Let me show you a couple references about that.
Numerous studies show that the brain still benefits immensely from exercise. In this group of studies of older adults, you can see it's no contest. Exercisers outperformed couch potatoes in long-term memory, reasoning, attention, problem-solving, abstract thinking, and more. We also know that exercise needs to be aerobic. In this chart, smaller bars are better. You can see from the lighter bars that toning didn't do as much for the brain.
Those are just a couple of short references. There are many others online that you can go and research for yourself the power and the benefit that exercise has on us learning language. So what's the point? Exercise makes endorphins. Endorphins makes us happy, among other things, which makes a really good learning environment for our brain. This is where it's good for language. So it fires everything off in our brain and gets the oxygen going in the blood, and it sweeps a path clean for us to be able to make new connections, for us to be able to connect with what's already in there, for us to be able to have a better recall when we want to remember something that we've already learned. It's all so exciting. So whether it's some jumping jacks, or some push-ups, or some crunches, whatever you do some exercise. Your brain will thank you. So will your abs. And so will your spouse. So for example, do your crunches. And let's count at the same time. Practice your numbers. I, A, B, I bua ningo B, I bua ningo. Now let's touch on some advanced tips that are going to come in handy for us when we're listening to a speaker announce a lot of scriptures, for example, which has a lot of numbers, compound numbers, in a row, next to each other, going so fast, and we're just trying to keep up. Most of this one is going to have to come from repetition and practical use. So, on the worksheet that I made, you'll see 4 words that are going to be important for us to pick up first. First, specifically for looking up chapters, is chong, means chapter. Chong, chong. And then Nkauj, it means verse. Nkauj, Nkauj, N-Q-E, Nkauj, Nkauj. Okay, it means verse. Also sounds very close to the word bay, which is 3. So if we're listening for numbers, we think we hear bay, 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 bay. Sometimes we hear Nkauj, 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 Nkauj. Not the same. So let's train our ears and practice with that one. This worksheet will come in handy. 2 more in English. One is when we have a combination of, say, this is going to be verse 20 through 25. What's that through word? 20 through 25. In Hmong, it's going to be Txog, T-X-O-G, which normally we'll use to mean about. It's about that, it's about this, but here it means through. 20 through 25. Nkauj, Txog, Nkauj, Ji. Another one is going to be Tia, means and. Same as we use it in other parts of Hmong speech, and this and that, but it'll be 20 and 21. Nkauj, Tia, Nkauj, I. Nkauj, Tia, Nkauj, I. Good. So here's the 3 examples that are on the worksheet. First we have kia đi, chong, bay, ngay, gao blau. Kia đi, chong bay, ngay gao blau. Kia đi, chong bay, ngay gao blau. Kia đi chong bay ngay gao blau. Good. The second example. Ma thai. Ma thai. Chong zhao. Chong zhao. Chapter 6. Ngay chua. Tia gao. Ngay chua. Tia gao. Ma thai chong zhao. Ma thai chong zhao. Ngay chua tia gao. Ngay chua tia gao. Ma thai chong zhao. Ngay chua tia gao. Good job. Next. A ti mao te. Chong bay. Ngay y cho ji. Ngay y cho ji. A ti mao te. Chong bay. Ngay y cho ji. A ti mao te chong bay ngay y cho ji. Very good. There's some more examples on the worksheet that you can use to fill out, but not only that, along with the website attached to this lesson, I have put together an audio track of these compound numbers. It's going to be a little faster. It's going to be a little trickier with 21 through 25, 21 and 22. It'll be a nice big combination of these numbers. And on a separate sheet of paper, it'll be really nice for you to write them down. Try to keep up, keep listening to them over and over again. It's not going to be every number that there is, but we'll give you some stuff to practice with. Really get a good handle on the numbers and how they sound and what their tones are. Please learn the tones correctly. Also, you'll notice it's very easy to get things like E, IB1, E, and Yi. Yi mixed up. It's a different sound. It's got the Y in there, and it's a high tone versus an M tone, but still it's very easy to get them mixed up. E, Yi. E, Yi. It can mess you up on song numbers. It can mess you up on scriptures all over the place. Just try to be diligent about practicing the sounds when you're doing your crunches and your push-ups. Do the tones right. Get the numbers right. So there's another really cool advantage to practicing the numbers. Think about practicing your numbers throughout the day for the next week or as long as you can every day. Look around. You see something. I have 5 fingers. E, A, B, G. Whatever you see, anything you see stairs, you're taking steps. You see a license plate. You see an address on a house. You see a sign. Of course, please, if you're driving, be careful. Don't run into anything. But if you're safe, practice numbers every chance you get. Practice people's phone numbers. Recite them. Practice them with each other. Ask people their age. Tell them your age. These are all very useful, and we forget how often we use numbers in a day. But they really do come up. So master the numbers, and I know you'll be great, and we'll have another awesome lesson for you again next time on 注意 Dawb.